just having a little bit of yawn, but that's so he can get through the last quarter. This is by no means yawn football. I can assure Sheeds of that. He will be loving it as much as we are, because he will be seeing goals kicked at both ends. Extraordinary stuff. Pitnet out of the middle. Guelphy trying to trap it on the half. Did it really well. Got Gibbons hanging off him with a good tackle as well. Parrish, who's had a dynamic couple of weeks. Good year for him as well. Cripps looking to knock it back was Casbolt, did well. Laverty's under pressure. Cunningham picked it up, got to come at it. Does. In the end, Stewart immediately got rid of it with a pretty good ball. Out of bounds would be a good result.
Oh, well played, McDonald, Tip and Woody. 5 on Anzac Day. He's got 4 here this afternoon. Takes a couple of bounces. Looked at Pitnet and then decided to go to hooker. Jones did well, not to give away the free kick. Peter Wright just didn't really time that one. Doherty crashed through, smothered the handball, spills back to Dev Smith. Stringer in the goal square, did well to Snelling, to Cox. The saving tackle, I think, was Owies. He did really well, that young man, saved a certain goal.
Oh, there's the tackle on Cox. They looked to have it wrapped up then, the Bombers looked until Owies arrived with that superb goal-saving tackle. It was a ripper.
That was brilliant. 3 goals and efforts like that. Lock away your spot for next week very nicely.
Casbolt
wins the respect of your teammates in a hurry too. Great effort.
57,000 here. We believe there's some rain approaching from the south quite rapidly. Not sure whether it'll get here before the completion of this game, but it'll be tight. Bryan, Cunningham, McGrath inches the ball forward. Wright can't break loose from his man there. Lands in between. Hooker tried to give Wright an opportunity. Did. Keeps it in play here. Wiedering's looking after him though, doing his best to hold him off the footy with both hands. Parrish accepts, got one into the danger zone. Stringer one out here like this. Just a little fend off in the front. And Stringer will line up from 25 out directly in front.
A good play by Parrish, first of all. Discipline, get at the dangerous part of the ground. Has the strength from Jakey Stringer on Stocker. Just a big push-off. Started the game well, went a little quiet through the middle couple of quarters.
Huge run up, Lingy.
Chance to have a big last quarter.
Stringer, a 25-metre kick. In he comes. Got it. They trail by just 4. Stringer kicks his second goal of the game. And got them in a really good attacking position here now. 4 points adrift. Is as good as they've been for some while in this game. And that'll lift the spirits of the Bombers. Well, Parrish got the high ball in, which set up Stringer, and he was easily able to do away with Stocker on that occasion, go back and kick the goal, and trying to inspire his team.
He's looked dialed into this game from the first bounce, Jake Stringer, and you know he's always a chance to do something magnificent. The bounce favoured Nick Bryan, and they let it go. Now Zach Merritt. Nice ball to Bryan. Parrish. That wide into Snelling. Peter Wright, the deepest forward. McDonald, Tip and Woody. Looking for a crumb. They go in that direction. They've got to bring it to ground here. Walsh just accepted it. Pretty well played in the end. He knew that he didn't have prior opportunity, and that's a pretty good result.
It was smart, wasn't it, Dust? Just lock it in, get the stoppage. Don't let it spill out to a dangerous spot.
Net just trying to palm it down to his side. Cox read it. Hooker. McDonald, Tip and Woody, and Cottrell got pounded by a bruising bump from McDonald, Tip and Woody. 3-point margin.
You can just feel the grandstand image coming up to this game. Can't you, Stocker? It's had everything. over the head of Stringer and so Cripps. Gibbons back through the corridor. Chopped off though by Langford. Darcy Parish. The numbers with the Blues, and Jones was really clever there. He directed the fist down intelligently to Doherty. Nunes got rid of his man. Stringer play on the call. McGovern, he went to the voice. The voice was a bomber. Nick Bryan got down low. Nunes back in there. Parish as well. Nunes fighting hard. It's going to come out. Drag back under. And Ray in a forgiving mood.
Stringer perhaps not receiving some kicks that he could, maybe due to things earlier in the game, I'm not sure, but certainly appears he's been a little hard done with as Walsh is dragged to the ground. Gibbons, Guelphy edged under the ball here by Owies. Really solid stuff there from Guelphy to right. The interception by Petrevski-Seton. Paddy Dow was ruled out. Petrevski-Seton was the medical sub. He comes in and neat little ball to Saad. Dow okay, just a problem with the eye. There he is.
Yeah, gone from the early stages of the first quarter. Paddy Dow down the line. Edged out of it was Levi Casbolt. No problem, says the umpire. Langford takes on the Walsh tackle, back to McGrath. It's an absolute sack, that footy. Impossible to get a handle on it. Plowman, was he pushed in the back? Carlton fans think so.
BT, is this what you're talking about? Perhaps here, this is Nunes on Stringer.
Yeah. I just felt that he's perhaps had a chat to the umpires earlier in the game. They didn't like that, and maybe that's gone against him ever so slightly.
You reckon they remember BT, do they?
Oh, just a little bit of a
Square up.
sometimes. I would.
We know
if I
you
was
would.
umpiring.
We know you would.
Petrevski-Seton. So, in the end, they're only human. Laverty. Laverty goes down the line. Hooker. Ryan at the back. Spoils pit net. Well done. Jones. Perkins. Parrish. Funny little Cripsy style left footer there. Petrevski-Seton. Neat little ball. Finds an opportunity in there with Owies. Owies got it to Nunes with a low blasting, skimming ball. Offline.
I understand why Harry Mackay's a bit disappointed. He was charging out. That's the lead that you want to honour, don't you? Because that's his role. There's a little chip kick on offer.
Had the break. Just settle the game down. You get a set shot. He more than likely kicks a goal, but then it's a greater percentage than the one from outside 50.
It's 4 points in this game. It's extraordinary history of these two clubs. They've played in 20 finals in their history. They've won 10 each. 6 grand finals. They've won 3 of those each. And it's almost dead even after 250 VFL AFL games. And we've got an absolute belter again. Here's Heppel. Fogarty was wrapped up in a strong Heppel tackle on this members wing side of the MCG, and not a person has left their chair here this afternoon.
No, Heppel knew he'd made the mistake with the skill error, first of all, not on his right foot, but did not hesitate. Straight away followed up and laid the strong tackle to create the stoppage. Well done.
Bryan, Langford, pit net, Nunes, Petrevski-Seton, Perkins, the tackler, got underneath it, gave it a Cripps. The give and go from Fogarty, back to Cripps, dynamite low ball into Mackay, won't get him. Read well by Laverty, and he plays on and opens the Bombers up on the opposite side to Ridley.
Short one is okay. Mason Redmond's been a big improver at Essendon in recent seasons. Cemented his spot in this side, one-on-one. Jones, too tall for Ham. The little man went after it again. He's kept it alive, crashing through the other way. Cottrell, he's got leg speed. There's Matt Cottrell up and under kick. Owies, Gibbons managed to get the hands free to Walsh. Good play. Eddie Betts around the corner, and the hard-running Sam Walsh. He just demands the ball. Disposal number 28 coming up. This young superstar.
His willingness to run and just break the lines, provide an option, and he gave that first handball to Casbolt, took off straight away. Knew he needed to be involved again. You'd watch him if you're a young midfielder, 15 or 16 years of age, and want to go and play at the highest level.
7 clearances for Walsh, the most on the ground. The whole pack fell over. Nick Cox slapped it back, but Fogarty got in the way and he kicked it. Lockie Fogarty has come up with another big play. And that's his second goal of the afternoon, and that's what he's paid to do. Finish opportunities like that. And they thought about taking him off, and he's saying, don't get me off now. It looks to be a good selection, Lingy. As you said, didn't quite get a permanent spot at Geelong.
And we've got to wait for the time. Mark will be in the middle.
Look at this. They thought they'd cleared it with the Cox thump, but Fogarty waited and bang. All of a sudden a 10-point lead. Jimmy, is there any chance of that rain arriving here now? The Blues are up by 10.
It's threatening at the moment. A few light sprinkles. We've got another centre bounce warning here.
No, this won't be a warning, Jim. There's already been one. So this is going to go the Bombers' way. Slow to set up. They're 6-6-6.
So I thought it was Carlton that got the warning before, but Wright, high ball in. Langford, desperate. Likewise, Stringer pounced up like a cat. Cripps, Doherty. Look at the space for Eddie. How does a man that good get that clear? One little bounce. Here comes Mackay on the lead. Now, there were whistles going on while all of that was happening, and there's a free kick off the ball.
So I think what he's going to pay you, BT, might be free kick to Mackay.
Mackay, is it?
Yeah, I think it was the initial grab from Stewart further back towards goal, so he's taken him back to 25 metres out for the initial free kick.
So this leaves Mackay directly in front. With the rain on the way, a 16-point lead is going to be hard work. No problems, he's got it. The Blues by 16. Mackay has 3. Ben Rutten not happy. Equal biggest margin of the game. And the Bombers have got it all to do now. Get some suggestions from Lingy as to what they can do very shortly.
This is why Ben Rutten wouldn't be happy. So the free kick in the middle of the ground is to Peter Wright. Essendon defenders, everyone, just stopped concentrating and left Eddie Betts completely free on the open side of the ground. Mackay was going to have a shot from there anyway. And then the free kick put him further in front, off the ball. We're all looking around asking, but Ben Rutten would be asking, why wasn't someone on Eddie Betts to start with?
Plenty of time left. Can they get the quick response here? Parrish, Plowman, McDonald, Tim and Woody. Langford's handball smothered, Sard, stole it, burst clear, down the line, Laverty. Read it well, they've been prepared to move it quickly. They've got to take a bit of risk here, you think. Merritt looking through the corridor. Nothing really there, so play onto the call. And a grab here from Hooker. Second, third attempt. Almost could have paid that mark. Back over to McGrath. He opens up some space through the middle of the ground. McDonald, Tim and Woody at the back. He fell over Plowman. It was really good. Not an easy thing to defend that ball. He did it well.
Where do you think the risk meter is for the Bombers at the moment, Lingy, in terms of, there's 11 minutes left and the need of risk?
Yeah, they play brave footy anyway, BT, so I think it's really high. Keep taking it on. Their entries have got to be deeper. They're landing about 50, 60 out from goal at the moment. Got to run and carry and be brave. Blues, you feel like they've got this one in control at the moment. The Bombers have got to somehow completely flip the momentum of it.
Cunningham. McGovern. Going to have to conjure something up the Bombers here. Find a hard charge from someone who can inspire them as Mackay marks. And immediately thought about going. He does now as Stewart has to stand still on the mark. Kick goes wide looking for Owies, and Ridley happy to escort it over.
It's Taylor Harris, one of the superstars of AFLW, watching on. Great crowd, isn't it?
Mark and Peter, throw it in again.
Just a little bit of confusion there around who was taking the ruck. Paddy Cripps, I thought it was him there for a moment, so we reset. Just under 10 minutes remaining in this game. Brenner Ripper McGrath tumbles it down the line. Harry Jones has had some nice moments. Really steady hand back there. That was good pressure from Hooker. Sard's been impressive. Back to Jacob Wittering. Well played Merritt in front of his marker, Curnow.
Now here's the big kick into Ham. Got to mark it. Got a clipping from Plowman. Little unnecessary. Gee, well held up on the mark, professionally done by Gibbons as well. As the kick goes wide to Langford. He goes even wider, searching and finding an opportunity here for Snelling. Immediately goes to McDonald, Tip and Woody. Now that is an accidental collision. It goes against McDonald, Tip and Woody. No argument from him.
Time back on. Stand, please, Anthony.
Ball hadn't quite arrived in Jones.
And you could see him looking at Jones as opposed to looking back then at the footy. That's what the umpire takes their cue from, and fair decision.
Park shares it with Sard. So I can see that run out of defence from that man. McGovern, that is, flipped it on. Well played, Stewart. Nick Cox releases the handball. Ridley involved. He got through the tackle, did Stewart. Now Braden Ham. Flick the handball back to Darcy Parish. This next kick's the important one. The lead from Hooker was on. He ignored it. Had to pull the trigger. Now the work to be done by Langford, but Petrevski-Seton was huge.
Gee, if he could have that over again, you're right to ask. The lead was on from Hooker. Should have shoved it down his throat and settled for the set shot.
Sometimes he's got to be prepared to take the simple one, don't you? The leading forward coming at you, he's got a break on his opponent. Just hit him. Don't have to invent the perfect one.
Adam Sard's been terrific today against the old mob, and we wonder when they might stop booing. Probably never. That's the way we are as footy supporters. You're either with us or against us. Fogarty been terrific today. Out wide, done some really clean things, Gibbons. So working it forward here, the Blues. Clock now starting to work against the Bombers, who are 16 adrift. They've got to kick 3 goals in 8 minutes of footy here, the Bombers. Got all the tools there, and Mackay's going to get the free. Hold of the jumper, suggesting John Howarth. And Mackay will get a shot at goal and a chance to kick his 4th.
Can't argue with that. When you've got a piece of the jumper and it stretches out like that, the umpire will pay it every single time.
Mackay using the full 30 seconds. Everyone on the ground knows what he's going to do and go around the corner, but it's impossible to stop. He goals. Kicks goal number 4. And he's playing some real good football at the moment, is Mackay. Doing well in the Coleman chase. Just one behind Tex as we speak. So a game-high 22-point margin here. They've kicked the last 3, the Blues here.
So there you can see the Coleman medal leaderboard, and Harry Mackay with that goal. 1 behind Tex Walker, the leader. It's the 4th time he's kicked 4.
What's the one thing in common they all have on that board? They're all big forwards, Cast.
They love it, don't we, BT?
This time last year, remember, they were all small forwards.
Too. They were.
Down to you, Jimmy.
Yeah, Adam Sard just came off with a bit of cramp, got treated for it. Be back up on the ground shortly.
Good news there, Jimmy. It's a big afternoon unfolding here for the Blues. Paddy Cripps, he rolls through and the champ kicks it. What a moment, bursting out of the centre of the MCG. And his teammates love him. 4 unanswered goals now, Carlton. And they've blown this out to a match-high 28-point lead.
And he's been trying to get on the scoreboard a little more this year, Darcy's kicked, I think, 3 or 4 goals over the last month. And that will please him. Oh, listen to the
Have a look
bubbling.
at this, BT. You love this from Levi Casbolt, the little just back heel flick.
Yeah, nice. But have a listen to the crowd. After this goal, they roared, but they're just bubbling with pleasure at the moment. It is a Bombers home game today, but the Carlton fans are ecstatic. They're going to go to 3 wins and stay in the hunt. Look at the fans in the background there. Haven't had much to smile about, and Paddy's got a bit of a wry smile there. 16 flags apiece, they equal most, these two. Not a lot of smiles in the last 20, but there's some smiles here for the Blues today as Merritt explores forward. Wiedering is there. Sard, McDonald, Tippenwoody gathers. Little snap around the body, high ball here. Perkins won't get back. If he does, he'll offend, and almost a throw. Noon's got him in an unusual looking tackle. Forces the ball up.
Huge effort this from Carlton, isn't it? Trailing by 21 points halfway through the second term. They've been under all sorts of pressure. You know how this industry works, and they've responded. Stringer, he's sensing an opportunity, got it bending back, and Jake Stringer says, we're not done with yet. Goal number 3 for that man, and 6:18 on the clock, 22 points. More than enough time.
Kicks the goal and heading straight back into the centre bounce too, which is good. Keep him amongst the action. The high impact players now, the Bombers' only chance. Just a clever finish, got him the move. Nice goal. Perkins is clean, isn't he, in a contest? Strong. He's fighting to get that one.
Still time here, Liggy, isn't it?
If they can get a quick one straight away, BT, there's just enough to start putting some doubt in the Carlton players' mind. It's a long shot, but a fast one here at least just has that creeping doubt.
I'm easily convinced you're not. Back in the middle we go. Let's see if we can get that fast one here for the Bombers. Been all the Blues. They've been dominant. Now the middle of the one here comes to Petrevski-Seton. Left-footed deep and bounce on the full, I would suggest, and the umpire saying it was touched. Not so sure about that. It was out of bounds before it was touched, but we'll have a boundary throw in.
Sam Docherty just back on the ground. He got treated for a blood rule, a cut to the head, so he's wearing the band around his head.
There he is right now, Jimmy. Sam Walsh has been huge. How good was that from the young gun? Almost there, Ridley. Saving mark on the goal line. Just can't speak highly enough of Sam Walsh.
He's just a star. Diesel Williams, who's here today, would be sitting there watching that guy and going, wow, this guy is an exciting prospect for the Blues.
You know, I think Diesel will be thinking,
Right.
imagine how good I would have been with that pace.
Yes.
Would have won 9 Brownlows.
Yep. Probably right. There he is, the great man.
What a player.
What a legend of our game. One of the very, very best. One of the finest. Curnow exploring deep. Off hands, Redmond had it ripped away. Mackay with a tackle. Little soccer off the ground, picked up here by Stewart. Gee, that kick comes off the side of the boot, and Perkins will be paid the mark, even though it's out of bounds on the full. They just seem to let it go, the boundary umpires.
It was impressive leading this man, Archie Perkins.
Yeah, certainly is from our angle. That was out in the full. Has looked impressive, clean.
Disciplined punch back it was from Wettering. Here's Nick Hine. He loves to get on the road with a bounce. Lands with McDonald, Tippenwoody. Now that was the right kick at the right time to Hooker. Docherty made him earn it. He was trying to draw a 50-metre penalty. There was no one there. And I reckon he's bounced it through. Carl Hooker kicks a miracle goal. And that's the goal you're after, BT.
Is that the quick one?
That's the one. Back
Wow.
to 16 points. He tried a little smart aleck job to draw a 50. He's having a laugh now, but
By the way,
That looked out.
that's out. I
Yep.
want to show you that's out. And then this play on here, he did not step off the mark.
I thought Jake String had touched that. No, that one cleared him. But you're right, he faked the handball.
Yeah, he didn't move his feet at all. That is not play on, umpire. You can't call play on in that situation. You must come off the line. The Bombers have kicked the last two. They've got it within 3 goals, 16 points, 4.5 minutes remaining. So what do you want now, Lingy? Another quick one.
I'm still not quite buying it off you yet, BT.
right,
But one straight out of the centre bounce might have me changing my tune.
If they get one here, I want you to concede. Here goes right. They've got the first part of it done. Doherty off the back of the square, high ball. Right on the head here of Heppel. And he's got the free, so he's going to launch them forward, Lingy. Heppel. That centre-half back, nothing on, so he just goes short.
Nick Hine loves to take the game on to the leader Jones, who did well. Just body lined the ball, McGrath. Has been paid a throw. Andy McGrath shakes his head. Says, I got a handle on that one.
Back you out, Jacob.
Everything's got to go right from here for the Bombers. Cottrell. I almost swear there's 2 of Sam Walsh out there.
Play on.
And they're prepared now just to take as much time as they can out wide to Gibbons. This man won 2 JJ Liston medals as the best player in the VFL, and his coach said he should have won a 3rd if he hadn't arrested him. Good mark, Paddy Cripps. He read it better than anyone in the pack, although it's been reversed. Free kick to Merritt.
So unrealistic attempt, I would say, the umpire ruling there. 3.5 minutes remaining. Merritt, little nipper one in there to centre-half back. Parrish trying to go down the middle. McGovern almost got him. Was it McGovern or who was it? Yes, it was. And I hope he hasn't damaged his hamstring here, McGovern. I think he might have. He's lying on the ground holding the left hamstring in that chase.
Good tackle.
And I think he's given it a little nip unless it's cramped.
Here we go.
Yeah, it was a great chase, BT. There it is there, that last little lunge, and straight away grabbed at it.
I think he's in trouble, Lingy.
Yeah.
Betts. He's coming straight from the ground, McGovern. I think he's had plenty of hamstring history as well.
Going to lay a tackle here.
Redmond, McGrath, high ball hooker. Off the back is Langford. Got a runner in Snelling. Here's Jones. 40 out, wants to go to Stringer. Needs to be quick. 2:33 to get it back to 10 points. Stringer hurrying. Monumental run up. Look at it. Still going back. Jake Stringer to kick his 4th goal and get them within touch. Lingy, if he gets it, are you in with us? Lingy!
Not yet, bro.
Come on! Stringer's got it, Lingy! No. Offline.
Oh, that would have made life very interesting with a couple of minutes to go. It needed to go through. They've been brave here, the Bombers. So too the Blues. Stocker.
High pressure sales tactics going on in here at the moment. I'm still not buying, Brian.
It's been a cracking afternoon of footy. Down the line, Mackay spun off it. Casbolt. Laverty. They're pressing still, the Bombers. McGrath down the line. Langford over his head, and Wiedering. You want the boundary line here, and he was pretty smart. Let's get down to Jimmy. Any thoughts on that man there, Mitch McGovern? What do you make of that, Jimmy?
Yeah, he looks pretty upset here, and of course they use their sub so early in the game with Petrevski-Seton, who's been fantastic since coming on as a sub.
So the history definitely there with hamstrings. I'm not sure that's the same one or not with McGovern. Been a delightful game to watch. We've loved it today. And here go the exploring Bombers. Hooker! Look at him sprint back to the mark. understanding a minute 15 to go. Hooksy, got to kick the goal to get it back to a 9-point game and stop the clock. He's got it. He's got it. As soon as the umpire signals, the clock will stop. 58 seconds. Down by 9. Now, Lingy, I know you're going to tell me they need a real quick one here, but tell me it's possible, please.
Brian, anything with you is possible. I still feel like Carlton will hold on, but gee, they've made it exciting, the Bombers. Cale Hooker did exactly what he was supposed to do there. Got on the lead, took the mark, went straight back off, wasted no time, kicked the goal. We know with the 6-6-6 rule, there's great opportunities from centre bounces.
Lingy, they've kicked 4 goals from centre bounces.
Tell you what, Jimmy.
Don't jump on BT's bandwagon,
No, I'm
Jim.
just asking the question.
Wouldn't this be something special? Cale Hooker's got 5. He might have just found his best goal-kicking routine. That's just a sprint. Don't think about it. They get it down there again. They're going to blow the roof off the MCG here, the Bomber fans. Can they win the clearance? As Jimmy Bartell said, the last 4 resulted in goals. 2-metre Peter. They've got to surge it forward. Dev Smith through his hands. Getting back. Cottrell wrapped it up nicely.
Oh, wow. What a game we've had today. Almost willing to concede with 47 seconds left. I tell you what, Carlton have had a win today, but the fans of footy have had a win today. Seeing this incredible game unfold with so much attacking and high-calibre footy has been intriguing to watch. Walsh has been unbelievable with 32 touches of the footy and many, many other little bits and pieces that he adds as well. Trying to flick out of it was Gibbons. High footy. Betts. Cripps. Cunningham. Straightens. Goals. Blues by 15. They are celebrating on the field and they are celebrating in the stands. The Blues fans right now.
And well done to that man, David Teague. Carlton fans love it. Been a tough period for the famous Navy Blues, and this is a huge win for them. David Cunningham kicks the sealer. Officially the highest scoring game of the year so far. And we've loved it, Lingy, haven't we? It's been really entertaining.
Fantastic footy. Both teams, full credit to Carlton, though. They swung the momentum their way. They've played electric footy, hard footy. Outstanding game.
Chris Judd there, one of the fans here today, will be loving this. He's stepping down as a board member. Soon, McGrath. Parrish continues his good form, 27 touches of the footy today. This is the highest scoring game of the year. Mackay's going to finish it after the siren. For a share of the Coleman, but more importantly, for the entire 4 points. And he misses, but they are going to belt the song out here today. The Blues fans, there's absolutely no doubt about it. We hope that you enjoyed the game like we did today. 2 old rivals going at it head to head. 16-11, 107 to the Blues, 19-9, 123. Carlton by 16 points.